Well, my sexuality is... Hey guys, so today on Sit and Chat we're going to be talking about coming out, sexuality, and just relationship advice for the LGBT community.
Alright guys, so first we're going to talk about our past relationships that we've had. If you haven't seen our previous videos, I am a trans man. I was born a female and I'm transitioning to male. I come from a very strict household where my mother is a Christian, and so LGBT rights or anything for that matter wasn't brought up in my home with that, type of knowledge or anything. I wasn't brought into that kind of stuff until I got into school. So when I first started dating, obviously I was trying to keep things under wraps because I knew my mom wouldn't approve and I wasn't really sure what my dad would do. So most of the time I just said that my girlfriends were my friends or my best friends, which worked for a little while until obviously, you're hanging with somebody in particular so much and so often that it kind of sets red flags up. And because of the way I already dressed, I dressed like a tomboy and everything anyway, it kind of just gave more hints that something else was up. So I've been in relationships where I was the person that wasn't out, and I've also been in relationships where the other person wasn't out. I've been in one particular relationship where I had just gotten to the school. I was only one of two lesbians in the school, and this girl, she wasn't out at all, and she liked me, and she told me, and we were talking a bit, and I kept everything under wraps, and I, supported her. And because of the fact, like I said, we were together all the time and people knew that I was out, they assumed that we were in a relationship, and she got mad and thought that I outed her, and it kind of ended our friendship and everything for the next 3 years. Which
he was out to his friends,
yes,
not to his family.
At that point, yeah, I was out to my family at that point.
But not like a good out.
Yeah. No, it wasn't good.
But for me, it was kind of a little different. When I first started high school, my freshman year, I dated a boy, not for very long, and in that relationship, I wasn't happy. I didn't know what it was for a while, and then I just kind of put two and two together, and I was like, I'm not happy because I'm with a guy, and I didn't want to be with a guy. So I ended up ending that relationship on good terms. Nothing was bad, and I didn't really give him that reason that I'm gay or whatever, and that's why I ended it. It was just kind of mutual. But then I ended up dating a girl, and at this point I wasn't out and neither was she. So it was kind of like a secretive relationship. And this was still during my freshman year. Her mom ended up finding out, and my mom I ended up coming out to her or whatever. And yeah, so my mom was very supportive. At first she was like, she didn't really understand or whatever, but then, she was very supportive. And the other girl's mom was not supportive at all. So we ended up breaking up. And after that, I was already out. I was out to my family and to the people at school that knew we were in a relationship before. She ended up, I think, coming out. I don't even remember. But I was out. And then after that, all the other relationships or talking or whatever to other girls, none of them were out. So it was kind of hard. I was out, but nobody else was. So it was difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, all right. So you've dated girls and boys. Well, one boy, and now you're with me. I'm a trans guy. So I know a lot of people have asked you, what does that mean about your sexuality? So how do you identify, I guess?
Well, my sexuality is that I don't know what it is, honestly. I am in a happy, committed relationship, and I don't need a label on me that says I'm bi or whatever. When we dated, it was two girls dating at first. He didn't know that he was going to take the path to, wherever he is right now. And I didn't know that either. So I really don't know. And honestly, I'm okay with it now. Before, I really would get asked all the time, oh, so you like guys now? And people would just be really rude. And it'd be friends like it'd be my friends that were asking me that, and I did not know how to answer. And I'd come home and I'd be crying. I'd be like, I don't know what to do now, and I really just didn't know what to do. But now, like, I don't know what I categorize myself as. People say, oh, you could just be pansexual or whatever, but I don't like being under an umbrella.
Exactly, because it brings those stereotypes with each
Yeah.
title. And like, I think part of you feeling more comfortable, I guess, I don't know, you can let me know, is me just saying that I was comfortable with her not knowing.
Yeah.
I think that was really big, that, you know, she might have been afraid that if she said that she's identified as a lesbian, that I'd be
You feel some type
yeah,
of way.
exactly, because I'm a man. But I mean, regardless of what she did identify with, I know that she loves me and that we're in a very committed relationship, and we plan on seeing this thing all the way through. So
It doesn't really matter. Like,
Exactly.
I'm with who I'm with, and I don't need people from outside trying to smooth their way into our relationship. Like, I know we're on YouTube and stuff, but we're here to like give our input on stuff, and if you take the advice, then you take it. If not, then at least you listened or whatever.
Exactly. So now I guess you want to start giving advice. So first we'll give advice to the couple where one person is out and the other is not. Big thing, do not push your significant other to come out. If they're not ready, there can be like major repercussions if you push that other person and they're not ready yet.
Yeah.
Who knows why they're not ready? They might not be ready because maybe they're not sure of themselves. If they are a lesbian or whatever the case might be, they might not be fully sure that that's the path that they see for themselves, or they're afraid of how their family or friends will accept them or won't accept them. So the biggest thing is you need to support them in them keeping it to themselves or between the two of you, and just let them come out on their own time.
Should lay on my foot. Yeah, so just be supportive. Like, you don't know what somebody's, like, you don't know their past. I mean, you might have been with them, you know, whatever. But you don't know exactly how people are going to react to whatever they say. People may support it 100%, but still be shocked at the news, or they might not support it at all, and you need to be their support system.
Exactly. And for even the friend of a person, that whether their friend has come out yet or not,
Yeah.
if you have a feeling, do not approach them. Do not confront them and be like, hey, I have this feeling that maybe you might be gay. Don't do that. Let them come to you. Because, again, it might not be true. They might just be a super flamboyant, happy person. And that's just who they are. That's just their personality. I know plenty of guys that are super flamboyant, and I would have felt like the meanest person if I had to approach them and be like, are you gay? Like, and they say no. That would make
Yeah.
me feel really upset about how I confronted that person.
And you don't know how they're gonna feel either.
Exactly.
Like, they could just be like, why are you asking me that? And like, people take things to heart.
They
And
do.
You never know what you can say to make somebody go over the edge, and there may not be coming back from that.
Exactly.
Like, suicide's very, very strong in the
And very
LGBT
serious, yes.
community. So you need to be careful what you say. And, you know, like I said, we're out in the open with this, and I know we're going to get hate comments, and we already do, but we're here to help people. And I know a girl I went to school with, her daughter is transgender, and they watch our videos. And we're here to help. Like,
in any way that we can. I mean, I've come from being a lesbian woman to a trans man that is also African American, and I'm in the military. So we've come like full circle. We've gone through a few different paths. So we have some knowledge from experience that we want to share with you guys and be able to help you guys. So I mean, we have our YouTube channel, we have our Instagrams, and all of our social medias linked down below. If you ever have any questions or you just want to reach out and talk to somebody, feel free to reach out to us. We have our open door policy.
yeah, we will never disclose anybody's names or anything like that.
Exactly.
But we also want to talk about having a healthy relationship with your partner, and just talk about, you know, how you guys can support each other. Like I said, if one's out and one's not, or you're both out and maybe your families both don't like the fact that you're out. you just need to be very supportive and very patient with the people around you.
Yes.
Because I know it's still taking his family a very long time to come to terms with everything. So just be patient and, you know, just love everybody around you. You know, the hate it really is real, but if you have some type of support, I think you'll be really good. Like, our relationship has gotten so much better. Like, I know we
Yes.
still have, you know, his family issues and all that stuff, and you can watch our other videos on that. But I don't know, what do you want to say to people?
I'd say stay true to yourself. Like, regardless of if you are out and your families or your friends don't support you, stay true to yourself throughout that whole process. I know that when I first came out and, you know, I tried my best to conform to what my parents wanted. And I did that for a good solid 2 weeks. I dressed the part, I tried to act the part, and I was the most miserable I have ever been in my life. And ever since I decided to do what was best for me, I've been happier than ever. So whatever you do, you have to stay true to yourself.
Yeah, just know that you have people there supporting you. Like,
Yes.
we may be on the other side of the world from wherever you are, but if you need help, like, at least you have somebody to reach out to. Because I know a lot of people don't, and they feel like they don't, and that's where you can get into a very sticky situation.
Yes. So you have two right here. No matter where you are, no matter what time it is, I might not respond right away, but if it's like late at night, but I will respond. I definitely will respond to every message that we get.
Yeah. So we hope this helped you guys, and if you want us to talk about anything else, even if it's just our relationship and how we deal, I should be coming out with a video on my perspective on our relationship and his journey soon. I don't know when, but soon, maybe. I don't know. I'm lazy sometimes. But anyway, but thank you guys for watching, and if we missed anything, you can just let us know in the comments if you want to know anything.
Yes, and send us some suggestions too. If you guys have any questions, like you said, any questions, comments, concerns, just let us know, and we can talk about it in our next video.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See you next week.
Oh.
Me.